Today, we're gonna be building a PC that could survive the apocalypse. Or maybe that's not the best way to phrase it. Today, we're gonna be building a PC that can rebuild humanity after the nukes drop. This entire build is based around this cool project that I found called Project NOMAD. And Project NOMAD, the idea behind it is it's kind of like a Cyberdeck, except unlike Cyberdecks, which look cool but are actually incredibly useless, Project NOMAD is designed to be a fully functioning PC setup that has all these useful tools. It has all this useful information. It's got like the entirety of Wikipedia and like all these different archives, all this how to build stuff, how to administer medical care, etc., etc. All this useful stuff for potential like survival scenarios on it. And it's designed to run on a fully decked PC because it has some higher end features. It has some software bundled with it for like catting stuff up. It's got it has like a light LLM for like data searching, which is pretty cool. So it needs a GPU to run that as well. It's got a lot of stuff on it. It's got a lot of functionality. Cause I've kind of mulled around the idea of building a Cyberdeck for a while, but the problem with Cyberdecks in my mind is that they're not very useful. They're like, oh yeah, this will be really useful if society collapses. And it's like, all right, cool. But like realistically, I don't know if I'm gonna be seeing the collapse of society anytime soon. The one that I like about this one is that we're basically gonna be building a durable, compact PC. I'm gonna be building it inside of a big waterproof case. And it's gonna be an entirely useful little PC that can also boot into Debian and have all these tools and resources and information on it. Yeah, I modeled this, so this is what's gonna brace the screen in. The other half is on the printer right now. I had to print it in fourths so that it would fit. But this part, I modeled this in FreeCAD because it's just a lot easier to do like these contours, and it's a lot easier to do the dimensional work necessary to get this together. NOMAD is what Slab can never be. I can't hate a bit like that. That's a good joke. This may be an expensive project, but this ain't the fucking Ritz. So I didn't get a Pelican case. I got this fucking knockoff. This knockoff called a Jack Boss. Someone in the comments probably gonna be like, actually, Jack Boss is a very reputable brand of waterproof case, and I've been using them for years. But I've never heard of it. So I got it because it was cheaper than a Pelican case, but it has like a fucking grommet seal around it, so it should be well protected. Obviously, this is meant to put like your camera and or handgun into, so it's got all this foam insert that we're not gonna be using. I am gonna save this though, this shit is expensive. But the idea is that we build the PC down here, it's able to put a keyboard here, you have a mouse that you can take out and use, and then your screen up here. I'll go over specs here in a second, but for the screen, we're gonna be using a 15-inch, not a laptop screen. It's a screen that's designed to be a second monitor for a laptop setup. And they make them real thin and low power. So we can power the monitor off of the base PC, which is the big thing. This holds the screen in this top part, like this. I'm realizing the contour that I added is not the same radius as the contour on the box. But that's just an aesthetic thing that won't, like, make it not work or anything. And then the screen's gonna fit in here, and we'll be able to run the cables through these holes. Also, this should help the cooling, having the slots. I mostly added these, not for cooling or anything. I added them so that it used less filament when I 3D printed it. Let me show you guys the fucking Micro Center exclusive special that I got. This is how it came packaged. This is the retail packaging for this. They didn't even have it on the shelf. They had it advertised online, and I had to ask them to go get it for me. It is an AMD. It's an AMD Ryzen 5 7500 X3D. So it actually does have the. It actually has internal graphics if I wanted to use that, which I don't, but it is there. And I know we're running a little low for RAM, but it came bundled with a single stick of 16 gigabyte DDR5 6000K RAM. And this entire package was $300. Processor, motherboard, and RAM. Which is actually insane. For comparison, just the stick of RAM was $250 if I bought it by itself. I don't know if this was like a pre-built that they gutted or something. I really am not sure. I had to get a low-profile fan for this, so I got this Pure Rock by the brand Be Quiet. So this is what we're looking at here. We have the MSI Shadow 2X 12 gig GDDR 5070. For power, I got a nice power supply. I wanted one that was pretty efficient. This is a 650 watt power supply. We'll see if this fits in our case. I think we're not gonna have any problem with it, but if we do, we're gonna have to switch to a we're gonna have to switch to like a server power supply or something, and you know, we'll deal with that. We'll deal with that if it comes to it. For booting, I have I think it's a real small M2 SSD. And then for deep storage, we have this 4 terabyte WD Red. And these are pretty good. I've used Reds in the past. Never had one fail on me. I want to get an idea of how tall this is going to be. Obviously, I got a riser for the GPU. Basically, what I want an idea of is how low we can make the inset in the case. Right? Pre-spooged thermal paste. Excellent. You know what? Someone earlier asked, why are you wearing the black lab coat? I should have said because it's ESD compliant, which it is. But I actually just forgot about that. I just chose to wear it because I wanted to. But now you got an answer that makes me sound smarter. It's because it's ESD compliant. ESD is a myth. I am an electrical engineer. I assure you it is not. Some people think that it doesn't matter, and I don't blame them, because a lot of things have protections that keep you from actually being able to fry shit with electrostatic discharge. That said, when you're in the factory, you absolutely fry shit with static all the time if you don't take precautions. A2, B2. I'm gonna be real, I've never run a single stick. Let's do A2. I think A is what you, What the fuck is this? This doesn't have a screw. This has some other shit. 50M Steel Legend Wi-Fi, then 1 DMM says B2 slot. Oh, thank you, Wuo, for looking that up for me. Let's see, placement-wise, how we're doing. Because we're gonna need to make sure everything can fit within this case. Holy shit, these are beefy. Even Even the 2-fan, man. That is a big boy. If I bend it like this, is it gonna break? Hopefully not. I just did it. Uh-oh. Hang on a second. Uh-oh. That is way too fucking tall. Oh my gosh, that has to be like that. Dog, Dog! Alright, let's run our power cables. Because that's gonna be a point of contention in this thing, I feel like. Dude, even sideways, this thing sticks up really far. Maybe I should mount it on the ground. Okay, wait, hang on. I think what I'm seeing in my future is this having 256 gigabytes of internal storage and my desktop getting a new 4 terabyte backup drive. We'll need the monitor, I guess, wired up. Here, don't plug this in yet, little bro. Where's the power button? That is a great question. Why'd you get a full-size power supply? Motherfucker, what is the other option? Do they make smaller ones? The answer is, I didn't know they made smaller ones. I thought that all ATX power supplies are basically the same. Yes? Small form factor power supply? Are you fucking serious? They make them like a third the size and 650 watts. Boom, baby. They make it look like iPad packaging. But don't be fooled. I got this on Amazon for 50 bucks. So I'm sure it's gonna look amazing. I'm sure the color definition of this screen will be great. What is this? Is this mini HDMI? Literally the worst connection standard ever devised. No one fucking has mini HDMI. Is it probably in the box? Hang on! HDMI to mini HDMI. Never mind, we're safe. Never mind. Never mind. $1,000 iPhone doesn't come with cables. $50 Amazon reselling an AliExpress screen using a dumb cable format comes with an adapter cable. We're actually so fucking back, bro. Alright. Put this guy together. And this is gonna allow us to fit the screen into the case. Alright, let's fuse the halves here together. I used Blender to cut this apart, but I used, I was about to say Fusion, FreeCAD to do the main design, and all these nice little rounded cutouts. For anyone wondering what I'm doing, you get the stick hot, and then you can use it to fuse 2 3D printed things together. It's not like super giga secure, because it's not fused as if it was like formed together, but like it's good enough to get your stuff secured, you know? Bamboo Studio has built-in generation of dovetails if you use the built-in cutting function for oversized prints. I'm sorry, there's a built-in? I exported this shit from FreeCAD, imported it into Blender, did a bunch of fucking bisects with binary or with Boolean functions. I could have just done this in Bamboo. Are you for real? It works really well. And it would let me dovetail it? Are you fucking serious? Can't hate the process when it pays out. Look at this shit, man. Look at that. All right, listen. I'm mulling this over. I just gotta rip the band-aid off. How much are you guys gonna judge me if I either duct tape and or hot glue the screen into place? Now, that's not gonna be the only thing holding it into place. It's gonna be up against the back of the case, but just to keep it from falling out of... Uh-oh. Does this not fit? Oh, yeah, it does. It's a snug fit, but it fits. Holy shit. Holy shit, I'm not gonna have to glue this at all, man. This thing is a press fit. Holy shit, that actually fits. That's sick, dude. Let's plug that in. Oh, I got boot. Dude, I'm in BIOS. Yeah, baby. Network auto configuration failed. Your network is not proper. Wait, what? Wait, am I not plugged in? Wait, maybe I unplugged this one. It's not the goon box. Humanity is dying. We must archive 4 terabytes of the finest shit possible on the goon box. And then bury it 20 feet underground so it doesn't get corrupted by stray radiation. Putting the freak in FreakCAD? I'm telling you, man. I'm getting my skills up. You know what I'm realizing? I don't think we need to do all this modeling on camera. I think we can pick this up. I think we can pick this up next time, bro. Today, you're getting a big... Because today, where we continue building the NOMAD PC, we're building it inside of this weatherproof case. Anyway, we're gonna be putting together. So this is all mounting, and the reason why it's 3D printed instead of laser cut, one is because I don't have a laser cutter, so I would have had to order it. But the other reason is because it does have some pieces like this where the mount is built into the plate. So. Probably could tweak the design so that you could laser cut this part and then screw on these mounts. And it would save some time. Because ideally for a design, you only want to be 3D printing stuff that you can't use any other manufacturing technique on. So this is how this goes together. Motherboard mounts here on some short standoffs. Graphics card gets mounted in here. Power supply mounts here. This all slots into the case. And then this guy goes around the edge and holds an acrylic plate, which will cut holes and everything into, for our power switch, for our, like, USB ports. We have all that. So that's what we're going to be working on. Yeah. If you're wondering why the color's different, it's because, last night, I 3D printed this half on the one printer. And this morning I woke up and my computer had shut down overnight to install some stupid fucking update. And I go and open up my printer to print the other 2 matched pieces that I had just sliced, and it did not save my file. I forgot to save it before going to bed. So even though I had the STL, I did not have the chopped up version with the exact parameters for the dovetail joints and where they're at. So even though I had half printed, and should have just been able to print the other half in black, unfortunately, wasn't really a possibility for me. So I printed these on my P1S and these on my A1 at the same time. Also, normally I don't do this. Normally I don't fuck with any bed preparation, I just send print, but I tried using the glue stick to make sure these didn't come undone, because once again, I was pretty adamant that they needed to work. And they got literally the best, like, sometimes you'll get, like, the corners peeling up like this. I don't know if you can see the slight, where it, like, slightly peels up. Actually, mint class. I gotta do that more often when I'm doing real big pieces. Get the bamboo glue stick right now for $2 to save your prints. Sponsor time! Before we get back to this build, I gotta give a shout out to our sponsor, and the only thing working right about this project, Bamboo Lab. I do most of the manufacturing for my projects at home, and that means a lot of 3D printing. Bamboo Lab has been my standard for high quality printers and filaments for the last several years, and even when the rest of the project has given me a hard time, I can always count on the speed, quality, and reliability that Bamboo provides to every project. Since this project was built to be durable, tough, and long-lasting, I tried a couple different filament materials that were engineered for strength, which I'll go through here. First up was the old reliable Bamboo PLA Tough. I've gone through several kilos of this stuff at this point. It's affordable, it's strong, it's very rigid, and it's great for most parts. I made my prototype frame out of this, but for the final frame, I ended up going with the next material I tried, Bamboo PETG. The PETG was a bit stronger and a little less rigid, and I needed the flexibility on the part since it includes some press-fit tabs. It worked wonderfully for the final version. For the screen mount, I prototyped it with Bamboo PLA carbon fiber, which made a wonderful, strong, matte finish print, but I ended up finishing the final version with PLA Tough since I was afraid the rigidity of the PLA carbon fiber wasn't quite right for the job. For the GPU mount that I would eventually add, I printed it out of yellow PA6 nylon, which was complete overkill. But I'd never printed nylon before, and I mostly just wanted to try it out for the fun of it. It was a little bit of a process to get the printer set up for it, but once it was configured, it printed perfectly. No warping or any normal common issues that you get with nylon. This part ended up needing to flex quite a bit more than I thought it would to fit the case, so it ended up not being so overkill in the end. Despite all the difficulties I faced in the build, the 3D printing was never one of them. All of these filaments and their printers worked wonderfully. If you want to try out any of these for yourself, check out the link in the description. It helps support the channel and it gets you straight to where you need to be. Huge thanks to Bamboo for the sponsor and enabling this crazy build. Now back to the video. This is the real way to stick your 3D prints together. I got these. These are pretty big sheets. I'm realizing this 16-inch wide acrylic is a couple millimeters short of a true 16-inch wide because that shit is not squaring up perfectly, and this is dimensionally correct. So that got got by the big acrylic nominal dimensions scam. Make it make sense, bro. Why is a 2x4 not 2x4? John Acrylic scammed everyone in the 1800s, so now we just carry on the tradition to this day. I feel like this guy cracked under. Oh, shit. I heard some, like, shards come up. Motherfucker. And that should give a smooth line where we need to cut. We need to run this line straight down there. I don't know if you can see that. Dremel and paint makes the PC builder I ain't. Oh, that smells fucking awful. Smells like the Fab Lab in college. This is our existing system, which we have to unceremoniously remove from the enclosure. Once I take this out, is it gonna fall over backwards? That's the other thing I'm a little worried about. Yes. Dog, is there not a second header? That header is in the complete wrong spot. It is in the middle of the damn motherboard. What the hell? Why is it there? These holes feel slightly off, but I used the CAD program to place them. And I used a data sheet, so they shouldn't actually be off. I think maybe it's the plastic flexing a little. But that'll all come together as the screws go in. Now the power supply goes here. Oh baby, the holes line up. Bless up. Bless the fuck up. Hang on 1 second. I gotta go through a motherboard box to find what I'm after. Oh my gosh. Hang on. I need screws for the power supply. Sure, like, I know I've got motherboard like PC screws. I found this Wi-Fi antenna. Where's my fucking screws? Do you guys remember the drill PC? This guy? This has gotta have... Oh my gosh, it's using a fucking star screw? Are you kidding me? Alright, and these should thread, too. Yep. Alright. Drill PC, back to the chamber you go. Slight GPU sag problems. Now, luckily, it's sitting right on top of both its riser cable and the RAM, so it's not going anywhere. Don't worry. Don't worry, the GPU will not sag. Now, we need to zip tie all these other shits together. There's no way that in this machine, the cable management will be good, but I want to at least make it not complete shit, because it's gonna make everything else harder if it is complete shit, right? Alright. We're having a little bit of difficulty here. So now's the moment of truth to see if this fits in the case. Fingers crossed. We did all our measurements right. Yeah, baby. There we go. We've also we 3D printed this big clasp. The idea is that this goes here on top, and then this is your keyboard and trackpad here. We're gonna drill holes to mount little outlets for all the USBs and everything. And you're gonna be able to close it shut and have all your stuff. It does look like we're gonna have to maybe sand it down a bit, because that is a really tight fit. I'm basically gonna have to... the whole center of this, I just need to drill holes here, drill holes here, drill holes here. Put fans, intake, outtake in the corners, likely? I don't know. Which direction do these fans? Do these fans pull in or push out? I think they pull in. If that's the case, then the fans on the side should push air into the case. Or no, because... No. They should be sucking air. No, it should be one in, one out. Yeah. How I originally said it. Aye. Alright. I think we've got an idea on placement. Close this for now. See, here's the main thing, is... one of the main things blocking this from sitting is, unironically, that this plastic here on the back, which does not... I mean, this part shields the back. Also, I just realized we have a... Oh! But this guy here, see how it sticks out over the edge to make it square? This little piece where it sticks out keeps this from sitting 1 centimeter lower onto the fan. If I fuck this thing up, I'm gonna be pretty pissed. I don't think I can just take the plastic off. I think that the motherboard is screwed into, or you know, the main board is screwed into this. Let's go with these guys, and we'll need the step screw for this, or the step drill. Holy shit, that is brutal. Not quite. That hole's a little roomier than I'd like it to be, but it gets the job done. Alright. Getting this thing together is gonna be it's gonna be quite a task. Because the cords on these aren't that long, and they can't be that long, because otherwise they would be a real problem, with, like, space concerns. We're just gonna basically be cramming this shit on here and hoping there's enough space inside the case to make it all work, you know? I'm sorry, someone in the chat said, pilot hole? And then someone responded, so your mother flies planes now? That's gonna be funny. Oh man, it's like performing for a circus sometimes with y'all. That should be good. Alright, and then we need another random hole down here to run the power cable out of, so that it can plug in. Yeah, I also just realized that we're gonna need for this shit, for this piece of shit, is an extra power cable for the monitor. How are we looking on space? Good lord. These... fellas, I fear that we might actually... Motherfucker. I fear that we may end up needing to, perchance, run this back. Because this fucking brace, though it looked like when I test fitted it, that it fit up, it does not appear to fit up. I don't know if you guys are noticing. It is not fitting up. And in fact, I'm starting to wonder if we really need all the slop around it, all these clips, to actually keep it stable or not. Can we try to boot this thing without any vent holes? Because, like, I was gonna get, like, all the vent holes drilled, but I'm now realizing that that's gonna take, like, an hour. And if we end up having to redo part of it, I'm like, yeah, well, am I gonna spend all the time drilling 100 holes in this and then have to redo it? Well, maybe we should just, let's see if it boots. PC building isn't a game for those that refuse to measure. I don't refuse to measure. I actually did a lot of measurements, thank you very much. The problem, the thing that I fucked up here, okay? And maybe part of this is my tab system that I got going on here, is that I looked at the walls of this and went, yeah, those are pretty straight. But they're not straight. They slightly angle in. So when I take this and I try to cram it in here, and I try to fit it in, it starts bowing at the center because it's pushing this in sideways from all angles while it slots into the proper slot. You made a shitty case design? Listen here, motherfucker, you ain't design shit. All you know is talk about BMW and not work on the project. Shut the fuck up. This fucking PC is ending up, I do not want this to end up being the car in the old guy's garage where every time he goes work on it, he's like, yeah, this is it. I'm gonna get it working. And then it just becomes the eternal project. We're gonna be on fucking part 6 of this bullshit. It's literally just a PC build, man. I've done more complicated shit than this. You know, there's actually a good segue into something that I wanted to do anyway. But now I'll have an excuse to do it for this project. So, something I've been wanting to buy for a while is a laser cutter, which would be very good at cutting this acrylic and very good at cutting, say, 500 holes for the ventilation and fans and everything. So I'm thinking what we do. maybe I finally pull the trigger on a laser cutter. Maybe get a laser cutter to properly laser cut this top acrylic. Get everything measured out. Cat it up one morning. And get that cutting. Then tweak this 3D print. Fix the gaps on here. Make it so it actually angles in slightly and is actually able to fit in the damn case. So it's not bowing the whole bullshit in. They plan to add any kind of EM protection like a Faraday cage for when the box is closed, maybe. Okay, so you know how, like, you're effectively coming in the garage. The car is on cinder blocks, the engine is removed, the head gasket is pulled off. And you go, have you thought about maybe painting it in a cool color? That's the equivalent of this message. Y'all don't understand what the point of this build is. The idea of the NOMAD PC is that it can rebuild society. That's the premise. It's not me. There's nothing new on the PC. It's not. I disable every sub 89 for check. It's not radiation proof. No, you fuck. That's not the point. EMP proof? Put it in the radiation proof. You don't have to EMP once. Doesn't need early EMP proof for construction. If you want the EMP proof, close it. Put it in the radiation. It doesn't have to be EMP proof. If you want the radiation proof, I don't care. Drop this away. Grab the phone and make a car. Building a PC that has all the information in the world that can, and engineering tools that could help rebuild society from scratch in the case of a nuclear fallout goes beyond the character limit.
So much later, that equals a brand new TNG disassembled the Timu shed, cleaned up the entire garage, did up our own new workshop, and purchased a $7,000 laser cutter.
Today, we're back at this stupid fucking project again. Today, we're gonna be swapping the GPU out. Or sorry, not the GPU. We're gonna be swapping the PSU out because you guys informed me that I, an idiot, was using a full-size ATX power supply, but they apparently make small form factor power supplies for a PC. I got a new PSU. This project is fucking hole in the ground that I throw money into. This is so fucking expensive to build this damn thing. I'm gonna put it up on YouTube, and it's gonna get less views than anything else. It's not even as cool as the shit it's not as cool as the fucking beer chiller that I built out of fucking spare refrigeration tubes that I ripped off of an induction heater. Truly a travesty. This is our current arrangement that we got here. As you can see, it's got a screen on the top. The idea is that there's gonna be a buffer here and an acrylic plate here, which we're gonna laser cut because, oh yeah, the big thing that made me finally buy a laser cutter was so that I could finish this project. Then there's all this other horse shit I gotta deal with. I'm so done with this project, man. This stupid fucking thing. I hate this fucking build. Calm down, Slab. They're not even doing nothing yet. I'm getting riled up just talking about doing this fucking PC build is getting me pissed. Look at the size difference between these things, man. Are you kidding me? I really thought I needed this. I really thought this was the only option. That's so small. Look how fucking tiny it is. Look how much space is back here. We're not gonna have any problem fitting the, I just realized that makes the fan face down. Alright. Oh, that fits easy, man. Okay, this is by far the thing that sticks up the most. Do we really fuck with de-shrouding it? I don't know about all that, but it is absolutely the biggest pain in the ass for fitting everything in here. However, this being smaller, and look how thin, look, the wires are so routed. This was so much more of a shit before, man. And now, look, there should be plenty of room for these USB extenders. I've got a couple of these little guys, which have a little... They got USB ports under a cap, so that you can... I can have these plugged in here, and then these in the top panel, like here, here, and here, and you can plug your stuff in that way. They can also be down here, realistically. They don't have to be that close. So, I reprinted these braces, and I reduced the edge so that it would fit better, but I realized after I printed them that this edge was reduced in, but this edge over here printed the... I don't know if you can see that, because it's so white, it's like bleaching the camera out. See how it printed this like offset? It didn't move this... The way I had the file constrained, this didn't move in with the edge of the design, so... It looks like we are getting a little bowing because of that. But, not on the other dimension, which is the important thing. What's up, fellow freaks? Let's get FreakCAD out. We got our... I've already done the technical drawing for the base. So this is just the size of the acrylic plate that'll be our front, and then these are the screws that we need to mount it all up. Guys, why does it say equals 6'7"? You seeing this? You seeing this? There we go. Let's load this entire thing as cut lines. 7 minutes remaining. It's not like a 3D print, it's pretty fast. Even in the Fab Lab I worked in, where they had like a super strong vent, and it vented directly outside, it still smelled every time you cut acrylic. Clean as shit, though. Look at that. Look at that, baby. Woo! That is, like, so shiny that it's gonna fuck with me with the lighting. It's reflecting light right... it's like piano black. I'm rounding out because I made it too fat. This thing was also supposed to be moved to the garage, and I just forgot to move it out there. But it works in our favor for this particular project. There we go. Aye, aye. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wow, it's really obvious how fucking crooked that graphics card is. Damn, that is not good looking. If it was misaligned, that'd be one thing, but it is like completely fucking crooked. Like not even close to being aligned. It's stylized. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's stylized. See? I need a real marketing gigabrain to tell me how to phrase this thing being shitty as if it's good. Also, this keyboard's gonna cover up part of the fan, so we're really gonna be hurting our airflow one way or another. One way or another, the airflow in this case is suffering. I think that I could put this thing back in the laser and have it cut a spot here for this Noctua spit on this thing. I got two of these Noctua slim fans. Noctua, designed in Australia. Let's see if I can actually fit the hard drive in here now. I think I can, because the power supply took up too much space, but now I think I can just fucking smack my hard drive right here. I'll tell you what, let's make some brackets real fast. I need some PC screws first. You see how this is gonna work? Screw goes in here, and then it's adjustable because it's a big ol' wide bracket. This one smells so much better, dude. Not gonna lie, that works pretty well, all things considered. Dude, that worked, man. There we go. It flops around a little bit. That's fine. You know, you're the first person who don't have a thing that flops around a little bit. Cast the first stone. Dude, we went from not being able to fit this in to being able to have a proper SATA connection. So that's worth something, right? Calling this the NOMAD PC. This thing, I hate this thing. I am mad, actually. We have one final bit before we put the thing on, and that's that we have to assemble the power connection. Alright, well, that's great. Dog? Are we dead ass? You got you fooled, I got you. Well, the good news is this motherboard ain't going fucking anywhere, because that spring-loaded hole has it in a fucking vice grip. Bad news is I can't fit another thing on here, so I guess this one's just gonna be power only. One more ports, use a fucking splitter, I guess. Yeah, here, we can use the USB-A on this thing. Ah, using the whole buffalo, baby. I hate this project. Fuck this project, man. This project sucks giga ass. I do not want to do anything with this stupid thing ever again, man. What an absolute piece of shit this entire experience has been. And for what, man? It's not even for a project that is gonna be like... If this was for like, oh, okay, it's pain, but everyone loves the project, and it's gonna be such a good build. But like, I don't even think the longer it's gone on, the more I've doubted if it's even a good fucking project. Have you been thinking about buying a 5070? Well, look no further, brother. Check eBay about 1 week after this project's over. Because I've had fucking enough of this, man. Sunk cost fallacy is a myth perpetuated by Big Quitter. It's like partially sunk cost, but like it's more the pride. Like, I don't want to give up because that's what people would think. That's what a normal person would do. But also, this is such an expensive project that I am like, well, I gotta fucking finish it. Come on, man. Guys, can I let you in on an unrelated, cursed, inconsequential fact of my life right now? I have had, what is it called? Need a Favor? That song that's like, I only talk to God when I need a favor. Because I saw earlier on Twitter that Jelly Roll broke up with his wife. Because of that, because that's the only fucking thing I know about him, that has been stuck in my head all day. And that song is so fucking ass. It's a whole, like, shit Sunday on top of me trying to work on this, that 3 seconds of chorus has been looping in my head for the last 5 hours. Oh, man. The absolute, like, monstrosity of having a fucking high voltage electrical junction box inside this box with like fucking sensitive PC parts. like actually are we so for real, man? Fuck real projects. What I've learned, because I've been uploading a lot of YouTube shorts recently, and what I've learned is that YouTube shorts loves fake projects. They love being lied to, because all the projects like the nuclear Boy Scout reactor and stuff, where I do it up as a bit, or the one where I grill on the demon core, but obviously it's not a real demon core. They don't watch to the end of the short where I say it's a bit, or like where I reveal it. So they just think it's real. And they always are freaking the fuck out. It's crazy engagement bait. This is the realest project of all time, brother. This project is so real that it's showing the side of making projects where shit keeps fucking up. It's so real he's mentally already in the apocalypse. I said I made this for the apocalypse, but I've been living in a hell since I started the project. Oh my gosh. Dude! It fits! It fits! If it fits, it fucking sits, brother. We are not here to complain. Which way does this trackpad go? I think it goes like this. I think it's this. I think it's like this, and then these. Yeah. Dude, we got Velcro brand Velcro. Yeah, we're getting a little bougie up in here. Gotta fucking rip the acrylic apart when you take this thing off. Look, the important thing is we're almost done. Guys, we almost got a working PC, and when this thing boots, I want you guys to clap. I want you guys to clap and go, oh, yay. I better see clapping in the chat. I better see cheering like this shit is the coolest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. Let's do the big test. You guys can see the screen, even though it's probably not ideal for you. Alright, ready? Fingers crossed, no sparks, no... If the stream goes down, that means I blew the breaker. Alright, no problems. Oh! Boot it up. Alright. Okay.
I only talk to God when I need a
dog! There we go. Good lord. Okay. Please don't come unplugged again. Please! Please! I need this. Oh, yes! It isn't... Okay, this is what I wanted to figure out. Is the mouse at the right orientation? The answer is yes. Yes, the mouse is at the correct orientation. And also, this thing sucks with a this trackpad is ass. Alright, well, that was the main thing I was wanting to use the GUI to check. So, let's go ahead and Velcro him down as well. And then we need to make sure that the whole thing closes. Quick check. Quick vibe check. Ah, there we go. Check that out. It all folds up into the suitcase properly. Unfortunately, not with, like, a place for the cables. And you would want, like, a USB dock or something with this. You know what? It does look pretty fucking cool now that it's all, now it's all in its proper... all in its proper setting. Start a GNOME Display Manager, and then... You know what? We got our hardware fucking working. Look, man, the point is it boots. We just need maybe get some driver updates on